If you have been following the XRP news for a while, it's a fact that massive events are going on around XRP, which could pump the price of XRP coin to its all-time high this year. In a recent speech from a Forbes contributor, it is suggested that the cryptocurrency market is preparing for a significant event, with digital assets like Bitcoin and XRP expected to play a central role. While acknowledging the commendable performance of XRP and Bitcoin, the Forbes contributor points out an expected influx of large capital into the cryptocurrency market. According to the revealed information, the anticipated surge in cryptocurrency is contingent upon the approval of the long-awaited Bitcoin spot exchange-traded fund. The New York Stock Exchange president commented on the Bitcoin ETF, stating money will flood into the industry with a Bitcoin ETF. It's just easy to buy it. People believe in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a great invention. It is a store of value. If you don't know what ETF is, I'll simplify it for you. A Bitcoin exchange-traded fund is a financial product that follows the price of Bitcoin. Welcome to Crypto World Educate. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button and like button. This enables us to reach a greater audience. Let's continue. ETF helps investors invest in Bitcoin without having to buy and store it themselves. ETFs are a special type of stock that you can buy or sell on regular stock markets. They make it easy for people to invest in Bitcoin in a safe and organized way. The ETF owns Bitcoin and its value goes up or down based on how Bitcoin's price changes in the market. This setup allows investors to join in on Bitcoin's gains or losses without dealing with the complexity of handling Bitcoin directly. When Bitcoin ETFs get approved and become available, it's a big deal in the financial world. It might attract more big investors and regular people to start investing in cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin ETFs are like a bridge between the traditional financial world and the world of cryptocurrencies. They make it easier for people who might not be familiar with crypto to invest in Bitcoin in a more familiar and regulated way. This increased accessibility might bring more attention and interest from various types of investors. The New York Stock Exchange president's perspective aligns with the current optimistic outlook in the market, which has been amplified by Blackrock's recent application for a Bitcoin spot ETF. According to the Forbes contributor, Blackrock's filing triggered a frenzied rush on Wall Street to launch a Bitcoin fund. Blackrock is a big company with total assets under management of around $9 trillion that helps manage money for lots of other people and groups like individuals saving for retirement or big organizations investing their money. They do this by creating and handling investment funds that put money into different things like stocks, bonds, and other assets to help grow the money they manage. Think of them as a really large company that helps other people and organizations invest their money wisely. Blackrock's enthusiasm and confidence about Bitcoin ETF strikes as intriguing. There are even rumors that BlackRock is buying Bitcoin behind the scenes. This aligns with their confidence and enthusiasm about Bitcoin ETF being approved. You don't believe, right? Here's something that might change your mind. Since November 10th, the owner of a mysterious wallet has acquired over 11,000 Bitcoins, valued at around $400 million, making them the 74th largest BTC holder. Online speculation suggests a possible connection to one of several U.S. asset management giants seeking regulatory approval for a spot Bitcoin ETF. However, it remains unclear if such frontrunning is permissible. Do you think the rumor of BlackRock buying Bitcoin behind the scenes is right? Leave your opinion in the comments section. Now, if there are some people out there that's questioning the relevance between XRP and BlackRock buying Bitcoin because of the inevitable Bitcoin ETF approval, here is a reason why XRP ETF is relevant. It is already obvious to almost everyone that the Bitcoin ETF will be approved. What implications does this hold for altcoins? If Bitcoin is confirmed, will altcoins also begin appearing on the ETF? Will the cryptocurrency landscape change significantly if Bitcoin is approved by the ETF? This could be massive for XRP. XRP specializes in efficient cross-border transactions as a digital payment protocol. Ripple has some cool features that make it different from other cryptocurrencies. It can handle a lot of transactions quickly, uses a special way to agree on transactions, and there will only ever be 100 billion XRP coins, which might make their value go up over time. One of the things that makes XRP special is that Ripple works a lot with big companies and banks, which is different from many other cryptocurrencies that focus more on individual users. This connection with big institutions makes XRP stand out in the world of cryptocurrencies. If there was an XRP exchange-traded fund, it could bring some significant changes. An XRP ETF would make it easier for regular investors to invest in XRP without directly owning the cryptocurrency. This could attract more people, including big institutions, To invest in XRP. Having an XRP ETF might lead to more activity in the XRP market because ETFs are traded on regular stock exchanges. If people are excited about an XRP ETF and want to invest in it, the demand for XRP might go up, causing the price to rise, at least temporarily. Before an XRP ETF could happen, regulators would need to make sure it's fair and safe for investors. An XRP ETF would show that XRP is becoming more accepted in regular financial markets, which could make cryptocurrencies seem like a more legitimate investment option. Investors might feel more confident about XRP as an investment if it's part of a regulated investment like an ETF. If the XRP ETF is successful, it could benefit Ripple, the company behind XRP, by attracting more partnerships and interest from big financial companies. Overall, an XRP ETF could make it easier for different types of investors to get into XRP and could change how people see it as an investment opportunity. Moreover, the New York Stock Exchange president referenced the major crypto exchange Coinbase researchers who anticipate that the forthcoming surge in Bitcoin ETFs could open the floodgates for the over $48 trillion U.S. wealth management industry to enter the cryptocurrency market on a large scale. Additionally, Forbes contributor highlighted a positive development for crypto traders as Grayscale, the world's leading crypto asset manager by assets under management, achieved a legal victory against the U.S. regulator. The court instructed the SEC to reconsider Grayscale's proposal to transform into a Bitcoin spot ETF. Despite the prevailing optimism, a Forbes contributor acknowledged some caution from market observers regarding the potential impact of a Bitcoin ETF. The CEO of one of the major crypto exchanges expressed skepticism, stating, "While many anticipate quick approval and enthusiastic launches of Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, we believe the actual adoption will be more gradual." Nevertheless, the CEO of the major crypto exchange believes that approving a Bitcoin ETF could generate increased demand for Bitcoin, boosting prices and transforming public perception from a potential negative to a positive force, accelerating mainstream adoption. In conclusion, as Bitcoin gains value post-approval of a Bitcoin spot ETF, other digital assets, including XRP, are anticipated to follow a similar upward trajectory. Remember, knowledge is power in the world of crypto, and we're here to empower you every step of the way. Get ready to unlock the door to a digital revolution.